all know, this car is supposed to be going over by Elite Performance, and I don't want it to go over there and just be sitting around for the entire time. I want to make sure that I have everything that it needs, so when it gets over there, like they're just on it right away. Off the top of my head, I can remember removing the wideband sensor to put on the 190e Mercedes. So I need to order back one of that. We decided that we want to turbo the car, so I'm going to see if I can find back all the hardware for the turbo, and maybe see if I can find back everything, maybe try and put it together to see what's missing and prepare it for transportation. So yeah, let's see if we can find everything. Alright, so I found the turbo with the flange on it and the exhaust. So let's try put that up first and then we go from there. Anybody come for me, it has blocks underneath. Not even sure how to undo this. Where's the thing? Definitely have to get the exhaust to see if this line up. Like that. ¿Cómo se llama? Alright guys, I have the turbo up right here. It looks a little closer. The turbo might have to clock. The middle part of the turbo have to clock a little bit more. The front seems fine, but this turbo, look at where it is to the bottom of the wheel. Looks like it's going to be a little bit, let's see, low to the ground. I mean, because this have some more travel in it, so it kind of line up with this. A little bit lower than the subframe, but I mean, it's not a street car, so it should be fine. Let's see if I can find the thing to go over here. Everything should be in this box. I have this setup. This setup is for R33 GTR. So this bolt to the shock tower. Maybe I'm not sure where it goes. Bolt to the shock tower, and this bolt to this. It's for the engine to dampen the engine, and this bolt onto this, I think, and then this bolt to the engine, dampen the engine. I bought it. I thought it could work on my R32, but it can't work on it. So it's been sitting here for almost 6-7 years, long time. And also this is the gravity pump, because as you see the turbo is lower than the oil pan, so it need a pump. So this is a scavenger pump to send back the oil up into the thingy. A bit heavy. Wastegate. I might see if this one can fit under there, because it has this flange on it. The blower valve thing. Not a cheap blower valve. oil feed for this. Another flange for the blower valve. These two well on for wastegate. So now that we have the turbo on, like I said, I think in here we'll need to clock a little bit. It's very close to this, but it's not touching. I don't even know if this is gonna be too low. I put on this lower drain hose. Everything tighten up right here. Exhaust. Everything look good. So everything was already mocked up to take the turbo. And honestly guys, I don't know if I'd bought stuff to make this water to air or air to water liquid, I don't know. Intercooler, water to air intercooler system I bought for this car, and the scavenger pump and the water pump and all that stuff. But I just feel like that's just too much stuff, it's too bulky. But then again, if I go regular intercooler, it's still gonna be a lot, because we have to find somewhere to mount the intercooler. Maybe try and find somewhere in the back, because to run piping all the way to the front is gonna be a bit too much piping. I mean, it can be done, but it's just a lot of pipe. And I mean, for what we're trying to do to this car, you know, the car is already light, so the extra piping not going to be too much. But I think the water to air is too complicated, you know, with too much electrical stuff. You have to wire up water pump, you know. I mean, even this is a lot, because the scavenger pump have to wire up as well. Anyway, it's a lot of work. But post in the comment what you guys think I should do. As you can see, the car is not very long. It's not very long, so just to run a pipe pretty much from this back wheel to that front wheel. It's not a lot of piping. When you really look at it like that, it's not a lot of piping. But post in the comments what you guys think. What I'm going to do now, guys, is I'm going to jack down the car and see how low can it go. Can it get down low? Let's see how low it is to the ground. That's low, but it's not. It's low enough. Can't see that, guys. It's low. Yeah. And then this really low. OMG. I'm sure it's not the lowest thing ever. It's not the lowest car ever. Can work. I'll let it work. So the wastegate flange need to get well up to the exhaust because it's not on it yet. I have the flange as from what I showed you guys in here. I have the flanges, so it's just to get them, well, I'll have Roll and them do all of that stuff. I just needed to make sure I have everything, and I need to check some more as well. I need to check to see what else I'm going to want. I pretty much have most of the setup. It's just the little accessories around, like the turbo I will need. I have the drain, the oil feed, I have the drain, which the drain is going to need to connect to the scavenger pump. We need to find somewhere to put that scavenger pump, a location for it, because everything is very small on this car, very tight space. And we need to figure out the intercooler situation. I have two very small intercoolers that I actually bought for this car, very, very small. And I plan to use one of them on it. We're going to need like a lot of pipes. I wonder if we can use like some thick hose, run the hose from the front instead of like pipes. Maybe that's an option, but when the car gets to roll on, we'll figure out all of that. But I really want to order like a lot of the piping, a lot of stuff. So like I said, when the car gets to roll on, it doesn't sit around waiting on parts, like for me to order parts and all that stuff. Yeah, that's gonna be it for now. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna figure out all the other parts and then we'll keep you updated. All right.